Hey there! So you want to learn more about NPS, pre-delivery and post-delivery NPS. You're at the right place, so let's dive right in. There are two essential moments throughout the customer journey: the pre-delivery NPS and the post-delivery NPS. With the pre-delivery NPS, you validate that the purchase experience in itself on your website has been the right one. So the pre-delivery NPS allows you to understand if there were any issues throughout the whole buying experience. When customers are buying a product for the first time, they are not buying the product itself. They are buying the promise of a product which they are going to test out once they will get it. So you are setting some expectations and you want to make sure that the buying experience it's analyzed, and you also know what kind of expectations you've been setting. While on the post-delivery NPS, you are verifying what is the whole buying experience and the product experience. So mainly the difference between the pre-delivery NPS and the post-delivery NPS, it allows you to see the delta NPS, which is the expectations gap, right? Because once the expectation and once the reality, as you can see in this picture. The pre-delivery NPS can be made on the thank you page. It can be added as an overlay or it can be added within the thank you page itself. This is something, of course, that you can do with Omniconvert, but check out the specific tutorials for that. Now, after you gather the data, you might want to understand how to group the issues that you want to fix, like price was changing on the checkout, postal code was not valid, and so on. So you want to map out all these issues into UX issues, integrity issues, more details needed, or product issues, or whatever kind of issues you might have, and then to fix them and to monitor continuously, because customer value optimization is something that you are doing ongoing, right? You want to use NPS as the debugging system for your customer journey. So as you can see over here, there is a difference between the pre-delivery NPS and the post-delivery NPS, right? We have here the 71, which is the pre-delivery NPS. So mainly the customers are buying and they are quite happy about it. An NPS between 60 and 80 is good enough, but after 81, that means you are doing a fantastic job. In this case, it's 71, so the brand might think that they are doing okay. But after verifying the post-delivery NPS, you actually get to a negative NPS. This is -7. You need to check the delta NPS, because if the pre-delivery NPS is higher than the post-delivery NPS, that means you are not fulfilling the expectations that you set on the thank you page. If the situation is different, maybe your website is in trouble and you need to fix there instead of fixing the product itself. So of course, it's better to have a better post-delivery NPS, because that means you are doing a good job. You need to do the same thing with the post-delivery NPS. So you need to look at things like low product quality, low service quality, prices, slow delivery, and so on. And you need to group those issues into customer experience issues, products issues, and price issues. Customer lifetime value is a company-wide measure of success. So NPS is helping you to fix things on the acquisition side, on the retention side, on the product assortment, or on the customer service teams end. So the idea with the NPS is not only to measure it, but to take the right action at the right time. In order to do so, my suggestion is to use this smart blueprint. The idea is to collect the pre-delivery NPS on the thank you page, and then if the score is higher than 7, not do anything, but if the score is lower than 6, if you have enough resources, treat everyone the same. But if you don't have enough resources, segment the customers and take different action based on how valuable that customer is for you. So if it's a top customer according to the RFM segments like soulmate or lovers, trigger an alert to the customer service and then find the anomalies regarding certain brands, categories, locations, delivery methods, and fix those. If the customer is a new customer, don't prioritize it. So mainly you can change your customer service from being reactive to being proactive if you want that, but only for certain customers that are more valuable to you. Then after the delivery has been made, you collect it via email, so you can do this integration with Omniconvert and Klaviyo or other email service provider, and if there's no response, you can do a follow-up sequence. That follow-up sequence can be made even with ads. So using our audience builder, you can build a follow-up sequence, and after you collect the score, then you can give them different treatments, right? If the score is lower than 6 and the customer segment is a soulmate, you can take action in real time with the head of customer service. If it's a new passion, you can trigger that alert and you can put it in the queue line. We have this integration with Gorgias where these tickets are being placed automatically. And if you're using Zendesk or other type of customer help desk solution, you can do this integration as well. But if the customer segment is not that valuable, you can trigger an email and solve those issues as you can. So it's all a matter of balancing your resources for the right customers, for your best customers, because you don't want to risk churn by not taking action once you know what's broken. If the score is 7 to 8, so if you have the passives, you can go in depth to ask different questions regarding different things you know that can go wrong, so that you can understand throughout the time how this type of issues are evolving and how good are you at fixing those. And of course, if the score is 9 or 10, you can facilitate those customers to recommend you. So you can go interactively and give them the means to recommend you on social media or with an email and so on. So mainly that's how you make use of NPS. And if you want to learn more about it, you can find out more in our CVO Academy. If you want to know how to implement NPS, get in touch with our team at the support at Omniconvert. So that was it. Take care of your customers so that they can take care of yourself.